So Natalya, you're very interested in your group on school policy regarding gender. I wonder if you could talk to me about that and what you want to see New York City schools do.
I want to see New York City schools involve parents every step of the way. I think we're heading towards a very dangerous precipice where parents are continually excluded from decisions. Children in schools are allowed to change their names and their pronouns, and parents are not being notified. And I think FERPA, which is the privacy law, is being subverted. It's really meant for parents to protect their children, not for it to be weaponized against parents by keeping secrets from them about their children.
So how should we change the policy?
I think it needs to be done at the legislative level. I think the parents need a real seat at the table with the DOE. I think they need to be talked to in real terms. I mean, we've introduced a toolkit that called Gender Toolkit that gives parents the glossary and doesn't chill conversation. It has to be welcoming of children with gender diversity and not, a closed-minded thing and not political. It really has to be about the evidence and brought to the parents.
What do you have any thoughts about that?
Well, I think it's important that parents be involved as much as possible in what's happening with their children. But in certain cases, when students are very, very clear that they do not want to share this information with their parents, especially older children, I think that some consideration must be made for that. FERPA actually requires parent notification and access to school records. A kid's pronouns or gender identification is not necessarily specified in school records, and so I'm not clear exactly how FERPA applies. But I do think that to the degree that it's helpful for kids and families and communication back and forth, there should be some discussion of these issues so that parents aren't kept completely in the dark.
So you believe that parents have to be involved? You want the Department of Education to change its policies?
Yes, and I also, from having spoken to administrators at schools, I happen to know that they agree on these issues as well, and they do want, many of them do want parents to be involved, and sometimes their hands are being tied by these, legal challenges to their authority as well. So I think that it's important for them to know as well and to be allowed to freely communicate with parents.